demonstrating the CSP project presentation. Here's my student ID, course CSP project 451, summer 2026, and an instructor is David Jan. Here's my student name, full name, ID, and username, full name, email address, student ID right here. So ShopStream is an e-commerce company, and they get about 20,000 customers reviews every day, every single day. So the problem is nobody reading those reviews. They don't have time, and so bad feedback just sits there. And by the time someone notices a pattern, it's too late, right? So customers have already left. Research shows that companies who respond to feedback within 24 hours see 25% better, higher retention. So ShopStream cannot do that if they don't even know what customers are saying, right? Who actually feels this pain day to day? Two groups, right? First, we do have the product managers. They need to know what customers hate before it turns into refund and bad reviews. Right now, they are flying blind. Secondly, support teams. They are getting flooded with complaints, but they have no way to to triage which ones are urgent, right? And they are treating every message the same, which wastes time and misses the ones that actually matter the most. Is a sentiment analysis dashboard. You paste in a customer's review, and it calls Azure AI Language and gets a sentiment score and key phrases in under a second, and then it stores the result in Cosmos database, and it shows on the dashboard. That's the whole flow. Three Azure services, which is AI language, Azure App Services, and Azure Cosmos database, and just works automatically. Exactly what happens when a review comes in. Step one, customer gets typed into the web form, and which is the browser, and then the step two, which is the Flask app on Azure App Services. Um, takes the text and sends it to Azure AI language, which is right here, the Azure Python Flask. And then the Azure AI language text and analysis, analytics API analyzes the language. Step three, which is the API sends back sentiment, which is right here, and the key phrases, either positive, negative, or neutral, plus the key phrases it found. And then step four, which is right here, the results gets saved to Cosmos database with timestamp, so we have a full history. And step five, which is right here, the dashboard queries Cosmos database and shows the trend table so that you can see how sentiment is changing over time. As you can see right here, the data approaches of step by step how it works. So the steps customer review into the web form. The Flask app sends the text, the analysis analytics API, returns sentiment core, results saved in a customer database, and then BOC costs $0 a month using the Azure free tiers. So right here, at production scale with 1,000 analysis per day, that costs about $57 per month. That includes peer tiers. Share bottle showing all the four services I have deployed in my resource group. One being the Azure, the AI language, Cosmos database, and the app services. So I'm gonna click to the Cosmos database, which is right here, and I'm gonna click Data Explorer. And at the bottom, I'm gonna, as you can see right here, this is a positive review that we typed earlier. It says right here positive, and then confidence which is 100%, and then it's in perfect condition. As you can see, also the timestamp too. For the second last one, as you can see, the checkout, this is the negative one, terrible, and I will record anyone which is negative. Confidence 100%, key phrase, checkout experience. Yeah, as you can see, the both reviews are in the database explorer. So I'm gonna show you the actual live demo, live system running on Azure services right now. So this is the Azure, this is the ShopStream sentiment analyzer running live on Azure App Services. I'm going to submit two reviews, one negative and one positive, and you will see them in real time, and you see the score in real time. So this is a negative review, and once I click submit, you will see it's gonna have a negative sentiment, and as you can see, the checkout key phrase right here. Once I click sentiment analyze, I see the time 6:29. I checked a few second, a second, 1 minute ago. I'm gonna click and then just wait for a second. As you can see right here, confidence, checkout experience, and real time. I'm just gonna update it right here, and that's the time, right? Timestamp. I'm gonna type shipping came on time in condition. I'm gonna click analyze. As you can see right here, um so this is the positive sentiment, and both results are now in the table, which is negative and positive. I'm gonna quickly switch to the Azure database right here. As let me quickly see. um, the To recap the what you just saw, I submitted two customer reviews, one negative and one positive in real time, and the Azure AI Language API scored both of them in under a second, and both results were stored in the Cosmos database immediately and showed up in the dashboard table. The whole pipeline worked end to end with no money was. This mean for the shop stream right now they would need someone spending about what 40 hours a week reading reviews manually at that is $75 an hour, and that is 3,000 a month just to read feedback. So this replaces that issue. One on the technical side, Cosmos database scales to millions of records with no schema changes. So as a shop stream grows, the database just grows with it. The next step would be to would be adding a power dashboard so that the team can see sentiment records of sentiment trends over time, over time, and Slack alerts that fire automatically when sentiment suddenly drops, right? So they know about a problem before customer starts leaving immediately, and they can address the issue on the spot. I've learned from building these. The win. Azure AI Language, it was faster than I expected, and I thought it would take few seconds per call, but it came back in under 500 milliseconds every time, which made the demo feel smooth. And the challenge was the Cosmo database connection string format wasn't obvious. It took time to a while to figure out which key to use and how to pass it correctly. And what I would change, I would add authentication, so only ShopStream employees can access the dashboard, which is fine for point of POC, but not for production. Right now, where only the ShopStream employees would or should have access to. And this is the end of presentation, and I thank you.